Om Shanti. Good evening. Welcome. And we're going to do open-hearted. And this is Soul to Soul with Rose from InnerSpace, Glasgow. We're going to talk about how to be open-hearted. So, how is it going to be possible to transform hurt to healing and to keep our hearts open? Is it possible? What happens is we close down to protect ourselves from danger. If we feel tired or anxious, then it's not so easy to be open and generous with our time and energy because we're scared, we're worried. And so we then lose patience with others and also with ourselves. So everyone experiences hurts and heartaches. Just really to think about that. We feel hurt by thoughts, words and actions. And when we let the hurts repeat in our minds, they get deeper. And this really just keeps making us feel unhappy. So these things are coming from bad energies, and so you wouldn't hold on to something that was decaying or unpleasant. You wouldn't want to hold on to it if it was rotten and decaying. So these thoughts are decaying, they're old, they're hurtful, they're really hurting us. So, or what if someone give these kind of energies to us? You wouldn't want to hold on to them. They're not nice. Whether they were intended to hurt us or not, but they did. And so don't hold on to these rotting, decaying energies, mouldy thoughts and feelings. You wouldn't eat mouldy things if they were in your cupboard. You'd throw them out. Because now it's the time to heal. So we have to heal ourselves. No one else can heal us inside. There's not a big window of time for pondering the past. So just grab the opportunity and open your heart. So what is the best protection from sadness? What's the best protection? Do you think you should guard your heart? So I have to think of energies and ways of thinking and attitudes. If I'm thankful and appreciative for everyone and everything in life, that can stop me from taking life for granted. Gratitude frees us from petty annoyances, and gratitude actually can make us feel happy. It can lighten my spirit when I start to look at being grateful. So it's very valuable. The flow of love comes from the soul out into the world. And if I block that flow, then I'm a loser, because I lose love. That's something to think about. I lose love. I feel empty. If I've blocked love, I feel empty. So to take care and not expect anything in return. So if I expect someone's going to be saying, oh, wow, 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 and it doesn't happen, because people don't have the energy and they're not going to always be running saying what you want them to say. Because if I expect love and respect, then over and over I will be disappointed. And then I'll feel unhappy inside over and over. Because I think, why did they not say, why didn't they compliment me? Why didn't they approve of this? Why didn't they say that was wonderful? I put all that energy in and nothing came back to me. If I'm like this, I will be unhappy. Whatever I do it for myself. I create nice things inside. I put nice things out, and that's it. But if I expect love and respect, then I will be disappointed again and again. And when I practice meditation, I learn that to be love and be loving, because you, the soul, are love. You are love. The soul is love. And so not to make it into a big struggle, because love is who you are. You are love. So what happens is we expect love to be showered on us. And it doesn't make sense, because people don't have the capacity. They don't even love themselves. How can they keep loving me? So it isn't a struggle, it's who you are. And the divine is the ocean of love. So if I remember the one above, the point of light, the supreme, is the ocean of love. And if I could learn to stay connected to the one above in a natural way, just by remembering my connection, and share my open heart with that one. So try and not have anything hidden. If I'm sad, just show that this has disturbed me. If I'm happy, just show that I'm happy. Just keep that honest connection with that one. Learn to stay connected to the one above in a natural way, and share your open heart with that one. And teach myself not to lose patience with others and with ourselves. Everyone experiences hurts and heartaches. We feel hurt with thoughts, words and actions. So let me have a look, because my thoughts create words which then create actions. So let me have a look in advance. Look at my attitudes and see that I'm not creating thoughts that will then come out in words and cause hurt to someone. Even if I'm feeling very tempted because of dislike or any of that energy, and I feel I want to say this, and I feel justified in saying this, let me try very hard not to do it. When we let hurts repeat in our minds, they get deeper. So if I'm creating thoughts and words that will go out to others, I'm creating them in my mind. And these hurts will get deeper in my mind. The injustices will get deeper in my mind. The pain will get deeper in my mind. And so it will be not very pleasant. So it's within my own self to think of a better way of interacting with others and with creating thoughts and attitudes in myself. And the best protection from sadness is be thankful and appreciative for everyone and everything in our lives. Don't take anyone for granted, because they're there and we might not always appreciate the benefit that they have, but they're there and they're a living energy. When I can teach myself to have gratitude, then it can free me up from all these petty annoyances, etc. And by doing that inside my own head, lightheartedness and happiness can develop, because I'm not creating heavy, revengeful, upset thoughts or longing for that praise and that love which makes me feel lonely and unappreciated. Instead, I'm grateful for others, and this actually will have a very, very healthy, beneficial effect on I, the soul. And to remember that the flow of love comes from the soul. And it comes out and into the world. And if I block that flow, then I am losing love. I lose love. And then I can feel empty, and it's myself that's doing this, remember. I block the flow of love from myself, of being appreciative and having gratitude. And if I don't do that because I think, oh no, I can't be grateful to them, or oh no, I can't appreciate them, they weren't nice to me, I will feel empty. If I expect love and respect, then I'll be disappointed again and again. So the secret is actually to be open-hearted, is to be love. And why would that be useful? Because we are love. We have loads and loads of resourcefulness of love inside us. The soul is love. So not to struggle with that, because this is who we are. Okay?
I find the whole idea of, being so self-motivated just to be your true self and not be basing things on the reward, in a sense, the external praise or recognition of in any way. And you said, I do it for myself. It's that wisdom to know that if I don't self-generate the pure, good, positive, highest energies, then it's me that loses out first.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like we're so trained to be just looking for the feedback or the instant hit, that to keep that, it seems quite elevated, it seems like quite a strong person to be that self-motivated, and yet you keep using the word easy and natural. So could you say that about what are any shortcuts or top tips just to keep that naturalness, to keep that motivation, to stay attuned to love?
We've been trained to be the opposite to that, and to be very selfish. And it's when we do meditation we realise that we create all these thoughts and feelings in ourselves. And when I realise that I'm actually hurting myself, that can be a great motivator to encourage me to don't go there. Just don't go there, don't go there, because you're going to feel so upset if you go there. And then also if you expect others, you think, well, if I say it this way, maybe they'll understand, or if I just, and we can think of sort of maybe sneaky ways to do things, that maybe if I I just take them this gift, or if I do this or that, then they'll appreciate me. But that also you might find doesn't work the way you wanted it to work. And again, you're not happy with the result. So the only way to be happy with the result is to create the best you can to put out. Because you will benefit so much and become stronger and healthier and friendlier and happier. And I would say whoever you're putting it out to will become a bit better towards you. I don't know if it would be a big thing, it depends who they are or what the relationship is, but it would have an effect, even if it's a little bit of an effect. And so if you keep doing that, it will improve, it always improves your quality of life quite dramatically. But you have to be aware you're creating energy. Your energy is going out. You are creating the thought. That thought is going out. And the poor soul that's in front of you, who's got anger and annoyance and not very nice to you, doesn't know any of these things. And yet we're quick to blame them for not having the wealth of wisdom that I have. And they might not even want to know. But you have it. So it's your responsibility to keep putting it out. That's what makes you happy.
Yeah, it's a good slogan, isn't it? I'm hurting myself. It's like that. My thoughts are killing me.
Yeah, that's good.
And then not to pull attention, it's back to blame again, not to put attention on other people's feelings, because it's almost like, I was just laughing there thinking, it's almost like with little things, little hurts, I'm not talking major, but little hurts, it's like, I'm so good and they're so bad, it kind of almost inflates the ego again, because I've been so good and so kind and so loving and they've been so mean to me. So that's not a good chant.
I would say the more you do that to yourself, it's a very cruel thing to do to yourself, the more you will get knocked down quite forcefully. And then you'll think, what happened? What did they do to me? You'll keep blaming them, you see. What did I do to deserve this? But it's like, it's an accumulation of the ego growing a little bit stronger in certain areas. And so it's all easier said than done. But any difference we can make, and we could make it through meditation, becoming more peaceful, having more clarity in the way I think, having more appreciation of the people around me, no matter what. The fact they're around us is something. Why are they around us in the first place? You should think about that. Why are these souls? Why are they always around me and I don't even get on with them? Well, it's for you to get on with yourself, and then you'll get on with them. So to be very open-hearted is to be willing to look at the self and feel with a very sincere heart that you want to bring benefit to yourself. You have to bring benefit to yourself or you can't bring benefit to others. And then that benefit to yourself will translate out to whoever's around you.
What do you understand by pure intention?
Pure
intention.
Intention. What do I understand by pure intention? Well, quite often I have pure intention, maybe for people I don't even know, or for people who are incredibly difficult, but I try my best not to see the difficulty, but to see that I'm putting good energy out into the world. And I'll tell you, another thing I practice is not looking at the audience. if I'm thinking that one person or two people that I want to have pure intentions for, and it's very tricky maybe, then I just don't think of them at all and put pure vibrations out into the world, and they'll get it as well. Because we're not perfect and we're not saints, but quite often I think, don't even look at your audience, because if you're looking at your audience, you're looking to get something back from who is listening or taking in what you're saying. You do it because you're trying to say and do and think in the right way and put it out into the atmosphere so that it will touch the souls of the world. But if I'm just looking for feedback from a few people and I'm not getting it, then I didn't do very well in that, if that's what I'm doing. So quite often it's become quite a new way of thinking for me. Don't look at your audience. And even if it's your family members and you know they're very difficult, I do my best again not to look at how difficult they see things are or how grumpy they are, but to keep looking at the energy I'm putting out, and it's touching the world. If it bypasses them, then that's their fortune.
That's definitely seeing a bigger picture.
Yeah, I think so. So. Yeah.
It's a good method not to get too caught up in what's right there, otherwise you can get distressed.
Otherwise
so
you
will.
Tricky,
just see.
Yeah. Otherwise you'll try so hard to make it tailor-made to fit them, so as they'll definitely respond, you think, and then they don't. Or they might come up with some amazing disapproval as well, and it's like, what happened there? So it's best not to focus on your audience, but obviously you have common sense, but look at what's best that you understand in your head and then put it out so that it goes to touch the world. Okay?
I suppose it's a bit like you're not closing down to try and focus in and almost bring your energy down. You're trying to keep it open and up.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen people almost, if they get challenged or asked a question, it's almost as if they don't hear it and they just answer the question they wish they'd been asked. I've seen some experienced meditators do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if people feel that you're targeting them to get a response, they can be dramatically uncomfortable. So you don't, you can
like
speak, but you're not putting pressure on anyone to pick up what you're saying and dance with it if you like. They're free to do or not do or have their own thoughts. So I would say that's the way to have an open heart. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to have a minute or two of meditation. And we just sit in a very relaxed way. Keep our eyes open. And see ourselves as the soul in the center of the forehead. I'm the thinking being. I am a creator. Every second I create a thought. The thought is my life energy. So more and more as I practice being peaceful, I create more and more useful thoughts as my creation. And the more useful thoughts I create, the more steady and stable my attitudes and my whole energy system becomes. So every second in time is a gift for me to be aware that I'm creating a thought. And I make a plan to create more and more really, really useful and beneficial energies. And the whole world is desperate for those thoughtful, creative energies. And so to think in a very calm and constructive way. I am a soul, a point of light. And more I become aware of who I am, how I think, the form of my energy patterns, and how beneficial the way I think can be and can touch the world. I'm a peaceful being, and peace is our greatest strength. Peace is our power. Peace enables me to feel more and more powerful and stronger. And then I'm able to create more and more beneficial thoughts. Om.